What's up, guys? It's XOJC13OX, and today I'm going to be reviewing the WWE Draft for 2009. Overall, I think it was really predictable once the first couple of draft picks were picked, mainly MVP and Melina. Because if you put the United States champion on one brand, you knew they were going to put the Intercontinental champion and the Divas champion on the other brand, or Women's champion, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah. First pick of the night was, like I said, MVP, and bringing the United States Championship to Raw. I like the move. I think MVP needed a fresh start. I think he ran his course on SmackDown. He didn't elevate himself to the main event level. He was actually, I think, in the doghouse with a lot of the WWE backstage officials during the summer last year, which I think that may have hurt his chance slightly of being in the main event. His one brief stint in the main event, I believe, was the WWE Championship Scramble match back in September. I think that was the only time he ever had a real main event match. Next up was the Big Show coming to Raw. At first, I thought maybe we'd see a reunion of Kane and Big Show. The look on Kane and Big Show's faces once Big Show was drafted to Raw, but I'll get to, that won't be the case. Big Show, I like it. I like that on Raw also. I think he can do a lot of good programs. I think he can do a program with, he could probably do a good one with John Cena. I think they did a pretty good job together going into WrestleMania 25. Triple H and Big Show, that would be interesting. They teased that a few months ago. You could do a Big Show, maybe a Big Show Shawn Michaels feud. Hell, you could probably maybe even get him in a title feud. After that, it was, I believe it was Melina going to SmackDown, and you got to feel for her, because I heard that she was actually crying after she found out that she was leaving. But it'll be interesting to see the two women's championships switching brands, one going from Raw to SmackDown, obviously, and vice versa. I think right away an interesting feud would be Melina and Michelle McCool. Michelle McCool being I think she'd be the top woman heel on SmackDown. I'm not positive on that. Melina and Natalya, that'd be interesting. I know Natalya got drafted to ECW, but as far as I know, ECW and SmackDown still have a talent exchange. Maybe Melina and Gail Kim. I know they had a matchup a couple weeks ago, and I've heard from some people they didn't like the match. I thought it was pretty good, considering they spent most of the time of the match wrestling each other. But yeah. Up next was Matt Hardy coming to Monday Night Raw after John Cena defeated Jack Swagger in a very good match for 2 draft picks. Matt Hardy to Raw. Honestly, I don't like it. I think Matt Hardy could have done a lot better things on SmackDown as a heel, and maybe Jeff Hardy coming to Raw. Jeff Hardy probably could have done a lot better on Raw, in my opinion. I think because the Raw's mid-card talent right now is really thin, and it is jam-packed of heels. You've got wait a minute, no. SmackDown's got the heels. But I don't know. I've always been more of a Jeff Hardy fan over a Matt Hardy fan, but it'll be interesting because I think they teased a Matt Hardy and John Cena feud. I've heard from a lot of people, Matt Hardy, Shawn Michaels feud. That would be amazing. Matt Hardy is a very good wrestler in the ring. Shawn Michaels, one of the best ever. And that'd be a great match. Draft pick 5. I think that's what I'm up to. Was Triple H, as if no one saw that coming. And a lot of people do not want to see a John Cena Triple H feud, but they tease that, and I have a feeling that's exactly what they're gonna do within the next few months. Triple H coming to Raw only makes me think more and more that Randy Orton will be winning the WWE Championship. I have a feeling that one of our next draft picks, or hint hint, will be making a turn, and I'll get to that in a second. But Triple H on Raw, he could do some interesting things. He could always turn heel, like everybody's been waiting to see. He could, if he did that, he could do a program, or probably a better program that he did in 2008 with John Cena. He could do a program with Shawn Michaels, which that hasn't been done in about 5 years, which would be interesting because those two are probably the best workers in the WWE, outside of maybe Chris Jericho and The Undertaker. I don't know. Up next, CM Punk comes to Friday Night SmackDown. Excuse me. That's what I was hinting at. CM Punk on SmackDown with the Money in the Bank briefcase. SmackDown right now is without a world champion. You put CM Punk on SmackDown with the briefcase, I have a feeling, that at Backlash or Judgment Day, I could see CM Punk cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase and becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. I could see at the end of the Backlash match, maybe John Cena or Edge, obviously, wins, and they're beaten so bad that they're laying down, and out comes CM Punk and just pins him and becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion, thus bringing it to SmackDown. I would not like to see... I have a feeling because nobody wants to see it, this is what WWE would do. I would not want to see CM Punk cash in against Triple H or Randy Orton, because I have a feel, or they want the top superstars, and they want Raw to be the A brand. And to me, and I think probably some other people, the WWE Championship is the A championship. The World Heavyweight Championship to me has always been looked at as the second championship. It's always been looked at after the WWE Championship. Next up is what WWE announcers and everybody in the WWE has been teasing for weeks and weeks and weeks. The Miz and Morrison are split up as Miz is drafted to Raw. Miz, I like that because Miz either submitted himself, for lack of a better word, as a bigger heel, beating up on Morrison after the match, after he found out he was drafted, or he turned himself into a babyface. I don't think he'd be a really good babyface. He had a brief babyface run in 2006, I think, and it was just really bad. The only thing I can probably compare that to is a male Maria. It was that bad. In Maria's early gimmick with the dumb blonde routine. I think all you would remember that. Miz could be interesting. He could do a program with Kofi Kingston as they put out a great match. Kofi and Miz did. Miz could do a thing or a program with Matt Hardy, with MVP, with Big Show maybe. Who knows? Maybe even or a couple of years down the road, maybe even John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Miz's future is really up to him. It would probably depend on how he works and how he represents